This is about my third time recording this video. Like, for real. I just recorded it on my phone. Y'all. You can't hear nothing. Okay, so finally, we're going to talk about this law of perpetual transmutation of energy. Now, the reason why I am leading you to look into this universal law is because it is very profound and it relates very much to the things that I teach and that I talk. And I actually, as I researched this, found this to be what you really should be studying before you even get to the law of attraction, right? Law of attraction should be college, and this law of transmutation of energy should be your whole curriculum of school. So the law of transmutation, first of all, for short reference, we're gonna call this, let's see, the law of transmutation. Now, if I mess that up again and say it wrong, remind me. But the law of transmutation, okay? The law of transmutation says that energy is always transforming. Energy is always moving. Energy needs a form. It has to have a form. And that form can be from current energy to new energy. That form can change from your current energy to the new energy in a second. As long as I have a form, I'm good. So, why does the transmutation of energy or law of transmutation exist in the earth? Why is it a universal law? The purpose of this law is basically to prevent stagnation. We need energy consistently moving. We do not need things to get stagnant. When things get stagnant, things get very dangerous. And we can look at the pandemic, okay, and see what happens in a state of stagnation. What happens? Things get thrown off very badly. It causes some of the low vibrational energies that you could ever feel. So the law of transmutative energy is here to serve us as a high vibrational energy to pull us constantly flowing, you know. Now, you can think of the law of transmutation as your green light for change. The law of transmutation is willing. It wants to have a form. It does not care what that form is, as long my purpose is to have a form. So this is our green light for change. I'll say it again. So now, what does that mean for you? Well, you as a human, you've been gifted with the beauty of consciousness. Consciousness basically states, okay, so the Google definition of consciousness. I hate this, but I'm gonna push past it. I'm gonna turn my head this way. Let's turn this way. So, the Google version of consciousness, the state of being awake or aware of one's surroundings. So, you, as a human being, you're the highest creation on earth. You've been given the gift of consciousness. You are able to tap into an awareness of what is happening around me. I can know that this is happening and make sense of it and manipulate it to where it works for me because my consciousness is so powerful. Now, moving back out of this. What is consciousness? To be aware of something is to have it here in your mind. Now, how the law of transmutative energy works with our consciousness as humans is through our thinking. So the law of transmutation shows up in your human being as thoughts. That is why we say thoughts are energy. Thoughts are literally the energy portal that then trickles off a whole bunch of other effects. So if we're thinking about how the law of transmutative energy is even operating with us or here to assist us, it is through our thoughts, it is through our thinking. The way in which we choose to think. I'm gonna forever go in this direction. If I'm gonna think that I'm the best, ain't nobody gonna stop me, I'm going in this direction. Or I could think that I'm the worst and I'm gonna stop, halt, don't come near me. And the law of transmutative energy is here to say, hey, yes, I will assist you in these things. So now the law of transmutative energy helps us in our thoughts, because the thoughts then can give us our focus, Focus gives us motivation. Motivation creates action. And then it's just a triple effect to where our now reality world has been created through the law of transmutative energy. So now the law of transmutative energy, just to give you a little bit more, it says that we are forever changing. Nothing stays the same. This is evident in so many different ways. Look at yourself. Look at me. I came to this world 7 pounds, okay? I ain't 7 pounds no more. You can look outside when you walk to your car. The leaves already falling off the tree. Things have to change in order for things to be productive, be effective in the world. Change is necessary. Change is constant. Change has to be something that happens. So the law of transmutative energy basically is saying that change does always occur. Direction is always necessary in our lives. So if you can make this personal for you to create the life that you want, you've been given a law to assist you as a being on earth called the law of transmutative energy. Tap into this energy. You tap into this energy by my thinking. How am I thinking? How am I allowing myself to think? What am I thinking about? It's what I'm thinking about creating. So it's saying that what you're thinking about is creating the life that you want. The management of thoughts is where the law of transmutative energy comes into play. Now you can use the transmutative law of energy to your benefit, because you can think one way and only focus on that way only. Only focus on that way only. It's not going to always be this way. Things are determined and destined to change by law, by nature, by science, by me just being here because I'm a part of nature. Like, come on, be for real. Like, things are going to change. That says that no situation, so you want food stamps this month or this year. That don't mean you're gonna be on food stamps next year. And if you are, you better be glad, because I just went in there and seen how much the pack of bacon. Baby, them kids, my baby love bacon. The bacon about $5, about 10 pieces now. But wherever you are in your life, basically, is what your girl trying to pop out to you. Wherever you are right now, you don't have to stay there. It's not guaranteed that you stay where you are unless you choose to make it your camping ground. So think of the law of transmutative energy as your confirmation, as I am able to do whatever the heck I want. I'm able to do whatever I want. Like, that's your confirmation. Whenever you forget, now we was using the law of attraction as that, but the law of transmutative energy really says that. Like, I'm looking for a form, and what's that form gonna be? Like, how is it gonna be? So now let's talk about some ways that we're gonna work with this law. The ways that we work with this law is you work with it on a mental playing field. Meaning, how am I thinking? You are now in sole responsibility for how you're thinking at any given moment. You get to make that choice. If you want to think negative, by all means think negative, but know that as you are thinking negative, you are only going in the direction of more negativity, because that energy is going to keep forming. It wants to keep forming. So until you get a moment that say, this is not as bad as it seems, and I have the ability with my own inner ability and my inner self-assurance to take my circumstance and look at it in a new light, have a new perspective to move forward and find a piece of serenity, happiness, and joy in what I am creating in my life. We have the ability to do that, but we don't get to do that because of certain things called limited beliefs. Limited beliefs and the transmutative energy, they don't work together. That's just like bringing that's baby mama and the new chick in the same room, okay? They don't work together. If you're gonna have limited beliefs and hold on to them for dear life, the law of transmutative energy will say, okay, well, this is what's up, but don't be mad at me when all we get is this. So now you have to address your limited beliefs, guys. Whatever it is that you are affirming to yourself, that is what you are creating in your world on an energetic level, because you're starting to affirm it over and over in your energetic portal. Whatever I tell myself, I become. And I don't care I don't care. I don't care. Whatever you tell yourself, you become. You give it a little dab of energy, and then the more that you be like, think a thought again, you give it some more and more, and then now you done overseasoned. So it's too much negative energy. We want to be positive. I don't like how that's speaking up. We want to be positive. So limited beliefs. Limited beliefs is simple as stop thinking the worst. You have two ways that you're able to think. You can think in a forward moving motion, or you can think in a backward moving motion. Forward moving motion says that everything I want comes to me. I attract it by just being here, by just thinking that it's mine, by just having the audacity it's mine. Backward moving motion says that I have been rejected, or I have been forced through experience to believe that it's easier this way, or it's easier for me to just accept, and creating for me is not something that I feel fulfilling. When in reality, all humans, we strive for purpose. We strive to feel good in some sense of capacity. Like, what am I here for? The mind, the conscious mind, is so intellect and it's so intelligent that after a while, you need to give me a purpose for being here. You need to tell me what's going on, what we're trying to do, because I'm just sitting here idle, I'm bored. I need to be stimulated. So you have to have room for your self-belief. Open room for your self-belief. What is it that I'm believing about myself? Create room. So I realized that I hold a lot of guilt. I hold a lot of guilt. A lot of guilt for things that I can't even control. Now, don't that sound crazy? And do you know what essentially what I'm doing as I'm holding guilt? I'm carrying it into the actions. I'm carrying it into my day. I'm carrying it into my business. I'm carrying it into my family. I'm carrying it into my lifestyle. And guilt is one of the low vibrational energies. So now that I'm carrying this with me, I'm trying to vibrate high, but I'm carrying low energy. I have to release this energy by not feeling guilty. How do I not feel guilty anymore? By giving myself permission to put the guilt down. Why are you feeling guilty? I have self-comfort. Why am I feeling guilty? Who did what? Like, I go it all in. So that you can put that energy down. You're not going to put down an energy until you sit down and have a conversation with yourself to see, why did I pick this up in the first place? Like, it's all about how I'm speaking to myself and what I am giving myself. So now we have to continuously affirm. If I know that there's a law out there working for me to give me what the hell I want, and all I gotta do is believe it and think it and know it and tap into it, that means affirmations out the affirmations. Affirm, 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 affirm. The human mind has the ability to heal itself, to reprogram itself, to recondition itself. Through training, through intense learning, through patience, through compassion, through love. You have the ability to take a limited belief of saying that I'm not enough and turn it into the most confident, you will feel me type of energy ever. And it's through you consistently, intentionally working against the negative energy by speaking positive affirmations and knowing that as I'm speaking this, I am emitting frequencies of energy that are so positive that the more that I say it and the more that I speak it and the more that it hits the surface, that the energy consistently builds till the negative energy has to drown. The downside comes in where we don't affirm, or we affirm too little, not enough, or we don't affirm as much as negative as we're thinking. We're thinking so negative and only affirming so little. Let's make it match. You have an energy out here that is wanting to change your current state into a new vibrating energy. It wants to put you in the place that you are so desperately wanting to be in. But it is asking you to mind your thoughts, mind what you're thinking. Revisit your state of what is possible for me. Revisit your state of what am I affirming in my day-to-day? Where do I really want to be? Am I thinking thoughts that are conducive to the energy that I'm calling in or saying that I want to be? Or am I flaking? Am I flaking? Because if I'm flaking, I need to do some journaling. I need to do some real inner work. I need to take some time and get people away from me. I need to do some cleansing and be able to tap back into my own energy. So, I'm gonna smile now because I've been frowning. But let's see if I missed anything. There's more to this, but I'm not gonna take y'all on that journey. Because if we can get an understanding that the transmutative law and thoughts are like the meal ticket that we need to get what we want, we're gonna start right there. And this week intentionally creating awareness about when I'm thinking something negative. When you think something negative, I want you to see me on your shoulder saying, I know you ain't. I know you ain't. I know you ain't. You heard what I said. Tap into it. Where's the positivity? Tap into it. I know you ain't. I know you ain't. We will not let negative energy mess with our positive energy. I was about to say the word, but we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. And if you were doing that, you done doing that. And I'm telling you that you done doing that. The negative thoughts and the negative energy that you think in any given instant is completely fucking with your situation. And I'm telling you that in the most nice, courteous way that I can. So, all I'm trying to say is create an awareness of how you're thinking, because I'm now helping you create an awareness that there is a law. If you didn't have the house that you was in, the car that you was in, if you didn't have any material possession that you have right now that is giving you your identity to sustain in this life, there are universal laws in this world that are here to assist you as a being, as someone from source, I'm here to assist you. You have laws that are here to assist you and make sure that you're good. I got your back. Now, only reason why you're going to feel lonely in this instant right now is if you choose to pull into some energy of loneliness. If you give into it, then yeah, you're going to be there. Because the energy is strong. Energies don't play with you. Energies are strong. You give into an energy and you keep letting it build on you. You calling in some things. So, this week, mind your thoughts. Like, for real. No, for real. I'm not playing with you. Mind your thoughts. Whatever you are thinking, know that this is what I'm choosing for myself. Like, I'm sick of it. That's what you're choosing for yourself. Oh, that's what you're going to choose? Okay. That's how I'm rocking it. Ooh, look at my head. But thank you guys for listening to me yell again. And if you have made it this far, I would like to say that I appreciate your support. And I am so excited because we finna do this thing. Like, I got some more videos. I just wanted to start with this one first, because if you ain't finna hop on the train of understanding how this worked, excuse me, I don't want you to be on the train lost. But let's go.